Okay, what we're going to do is go over the answers for the quiz, which is for Chapter 7, and I have a little typo here. The number 7 is actually septem, but this really whole thing isn't what they would say in Latin. It would say, we want to say also, or we could also say the 7th chapter, in which case that would be septimum, capitulum septimum, chapter the 7th. Okay, so anyway, and also this is not just sections 1 and 2, this is for all sections. So okay, so let's look at the quiz. All right, this first one here, this is a verb. It's asking you to give the English meaning and then the plural. And this is audit, and this is a compound verb. Remember, it means he, she, it goes, is going, does go. So it with the little prefix ad means goes towards, or goes to, does go to, is going to. And the plural, we just keep the odd, and then instead of it, we put the plural of the verb to go here. If we wanted to say they go, we would say eunt. So odd, eunt is the plural form of odd it. Okay, number 2, plenos aum. This is obviously an adjective. It's either plenos, plena, or plenum, and it means full. And it is followed by the genitive form of whatever something is full of. So if we're full of apples, plenos malorum. So followed by the genitive. Es laita. This is something that Sierra says to Julia when she enters into her room. She says, and the English of that is be happy. It is a command. This is giving you the singular command form of the verb to be happy. And it's laita as opposed to us or anything else because she's speaking to Julia, and Julia is feminine, and so she would say es laita. If she were talking to all of the children, she would say este laiti, plural, plural. This next word, number 4, malum, in English means apple. We said we remember that because this one has a stem in the form of a macron over the A, as all apples do, in order to help us distinguish it from the word, which means the adjective, which means bad, malos aum, or malum. The plural, this is a type of noun, so we can go over here to gender and decide that it's neuter. So the plural of a is mala, and the macron must be there for this to be correct. Next word, number 5, hic. Hic is a form which means this, and I brought it out here. You also would have had, or will soon have, also hike and hoke. And hic is the masculine form of this. When you want to say this boy, this river, you would use hic. If you wanted to refer to this girl or something, you would say hike. And something neuter, this apple, you would say hoke. This is not the same. H-I with a macron, C. This is heek. Hic, Hic. And hic means here, like here and there. Hic. Don't get it confused with a hic. And when you're writing, you need to be careful to not use a macron when you mean the word this, and use a macron when you mean the word here. Number 6, lacrimae, tears. Okay, et. This is similar to neque, and this one means both. Whatever is in between the ets, and whatever is after the second et. Both and. Okay. Number 8. To him, to her, or to it. What I want here is the dative pronoun, which we would use to say to him, to her, or to it. And the reason they're all three here is because it's the same, whether it's him, her, or it. And it is e, is the dative pronoun form, singular, him, her, or it. Okay, we all know how to say in Latin, because in opido, in the town, but we learned this chapter how to say into, as in moving into something. And we also use the preposition in, but in the case when we mean into or onto, we use the accusative case. When we have in plus the ablative, that just means in or on. But in with something in the accusative case, like in Wilam, this implies that the verb is like going. Someone is going into the house. When we say in Wila, macron on the A, in this case, we're saying something that is in the house. It's not moving into the house. It is actually already just in the house. Okay, and a new verb that you learned, apparit. Whenever you learn a new verb, you always want to kind of learn what number verb it is. Is it 1, 2, 3, or 4? And especially when you've got an it verb, because we know that when it's presented to you as an IT verb, it could be either number 3 or number 4. And this is our kind of last number 4 verb that we're going to get in our list. Remember the other ones? Dormit, audit, wenit, and now we can add to that list the parrots, because there will be more than one verb that ends with parrot, which will also be a number 4 verb. And apparet means opens, does open, is opening. Remember, it's a number 4, and the plural is aperiunt. Don't forget that, aperiunt. So our number 4 verbs are now dormit, audit, wenit, and the parrots. Make sure you know those. Okay, and that's the end of the quiz.